Join me as I take on the challenge of healing my spirit through God's loving care and see if I can truly transform my mindset. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life and forget to prioritize our spiritual well-being. But I truly believe that's where true peace and happiness come from, a deep connection with God's loving care. We've all been there, stuck in a rut, feeling anxious, lonely, and disconnected from God. Maybe you're going through a tough breakup or struggling to find purpose in your life. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed by the demands of work, family, and social obligations. Whatever the reason, I know how it feels to be stuck in a cycle of negativity and self-doubt. It's like being trapped in a dark room with no light in sight. You try to find your way out, but every door you open leads to more darkness. That's when the feelings of hopelessness and despair start to creep in, making it hard to even get out of bed in the morning. I've been there, and I know it's a scary place to be. But here's the thing, you're not alone. We're all in this together. And I believe that God's loving care is the key to unlocking true freedom and healing. I've seen it in my own life, and I've seen it in the lives of others. When we let go of our fears, doubts, and worries and surrender to God's loving care, that's when the magic happens. I remember a story about a woman who was diagnosed with a terminal illness. She was devastated, feeling like her world was crumbling around her. But instead of giving up, she turned to God, surrendering her fears and doubts to Him. And you know what happened? She started to experience a sense of peace and joy that she had never felt before. Her illness didn't disappear, but her fear did. And that's when she started to truly live. I've seen people overcome addiction, depression, and anxiety simply by surrendering to God's loving care. I've seen marriages restored, relationships healed, and lives transformed, all because of the power of faith. And I believe that's what can happen for you too. One of my favorite stories is about a man who was struggling with addiction for years. He tried everything, rehab, therapy, support groups, but nothing seemed to work. Until one day, he hit rock bottom and realized that he needed something more. That's when he turned to God, surrendering his addiction to Him. And it wasn't easy. It took hard work, dedication, and perseverance. But slowly but surely, he started to experience freedom from his addiction. He started to feel alive again, to feel worthy again, to feel loved again. That's the power of God's loving care. It's not just about feeling good for a moment. It's about experiencing true transformation and healing. It's about being set free from the chains that bind us and living a life of purpose and meaning. So what's the takeaway from all of this? It's simple. God's loving care is the key to healing our spirits. It's the key to overcoming anxiety, loneliness, and disconnection. It's the key to living a life of true freedom, joy, and purpose. Thanks for joining me on this journey of healing my spirit through God's loving care. If you've ever experienced the transformative power of faith, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos on spiritual growth and development.